the main reason that I got into all of this in the first place was just trying to disseminate information. As the Secretary of the UFO and Paranormal Research Society of Australia, and the fact that all of the crew had been on both sides of a camera before. We'd worked in some of the reality stuff. And I thought, well, all I really want to do is just tell stories as they've happened in this country. Storytelling, if you like. Being a director. Basically, I was more concerned with human factors. We as a society, if you like, we collect facts of cases of strange and bizarre things that happen to every man and his dog. But in the end, you could just have a collection of facts written on a book, a script, something. The difference was, how does these 15-second to 15-minute things that happen to somebody change their belief systems? How does it affect people? Or otherwise, it's just a collection of facts. So the direction, if you like, is supposed to be about telling good talent, and we never had the budget to take the time. We shot 25 minutes of airtime, cut, finished in a whole day, not a whole week. But the idea was to get people's reactions, their arguments, how they don't agree about whether they should even tell anyone. This to me was probably a bigger deal. Although, yeah, I just wanted to get it out there. One of the obvious things that you get is when you suddenly want to do something with no money, no budget, and you've got a camera, which is good in daylight, and no microphone. So I went out and bought one, and the first thing you learn is how to milk it for all it's worth. I've done everything from, in the beginning, in the first episode that we put to air, there was a scene where the troop were running away from this object, and instead of trying to light up, I determined that I could actually shoot it with an effect. You shouldn't really do that, but I did. That way I got the stilted effect of exposure and so on, and it meant that I had exactly what I wanted when I wanted, but it took a long time to figure out how I was going to use what I had as equipment and what I had as an editor before I realized what I could and couldn't do, so that then something in my mind actually turned out the way that I'd imagined it. You can get all of that on virtually nothing, but resources is what it takes, not money. If the resources can come for free, that's great. I guess the reason that we got into this, apart from the fact that we'd already, as a crew, as a society, we'd been on both sides of the camera. We'd all done different tasks, wearing twin hats and so on. But I wanted to do this because we wanted to disseminate this information. But it's still a case of storytelling. You don't want to use artistic license because you're presenting an account. But by the same token, there's such a thing as creative script writing. It takes a long time to realize just how boring some of your stuff really is.